Hey, do you got an extra $20 laying around?
Get that stuff out of here! It's Southwest Bias!
Welcome into another edition of Southwest Bias, brought to you by our friends at the Husband and Wife Law Team. If you've had a serious injury, call the Husband and Wife Law Team first at 602-783-8841 or visit their website at husbandandwifelawteam.com. And we are live from Studio K. Got the point right. Brought to you by our friends at Circle K. Become a member of the Inner Circle today by downloading that Circle K app for free. It is time for laughter, time for cheer, and time to figure out how to allocate money for 2026. Yeah, it's budget season. And then the other part of my job, I got to sit there and stare at spreadsheets and figure out, how does a business run? How do you spend money and how do you make money? And that is the crux of so many things. And Michael Crow and Graham Rossini had to go through that process, expedited in terms of when it came to Kenny Dillingham. Over the weekend, they reached terms on a contract extension, 5 years with $7.5 million per year, can go up to 10 years because the Board of Regents doesn't technically allow you to have a contract that goes more than 5 years. So there's kickers that just extended up to 10 years in it. That's not all, though. Kenny got really what he was looking for in all this, an $11 million assistant coaches pool, which is one of the tops in the Big 12, which means now they can compete to keep the best coordinators, get new coaches in the door with that money. It's exactly what Kenny Dillingham was hoping for. He played Michigan to a T. Like, he used them every way possible to wring every last ounce that he could out of getting this program better. And you know what I love most about it? It's pissing off Michigan fans. If you say that he used Michigan, well, he admitted it. They didn't offer him a contract. It does not matter. They were interested. Michigan fans were interested. And Kenny used that to his advantage in every which way. He dominated that. He used a program in crisis to strengthen a program on the rise. I loved it. Michigan fans are in my mentions crying about it, which was a nice little added bonus as well. But the next step, now that we've put all this behind us and we never have to hear about the Maize and Blue and Kenny Dillingham again, at least not for another 5 years, hopefully, is how does the program take the next step? We know how college football and the landscape is now. If you don't have big money, if you don't have the ability to play in the NIL game, you will not be able to build a winner. Well, Kenny Dillingham had a solution to this Saturday at his press conference.
We need one person. We live in Phoenix, Arizona. You're telling me there's not one person who can stroke a $20 million check right now? There is somebody out here who can. There's somebody who can. There's somebody. And like other people are going to sacrifice to be here. Somebody step up and be that dude to say, holy cow, what completely changed it? This person. There's somebody out there that's going to listen to this, that's going to get it forwarded it. If you know somebody who can do it, forward this message to somebody. Somebody can step up and completely take this place from the direction it's going to holy cow. And it's right here in the city.
First, do people write checks anymore? I can't remember the last time I wrote a check. That's neither here nor there, though. I do love that this sounds like one of those emails that you're supposed to forward to like 10 of your friends and hope to find money the way Kenny stated it. But he's right. There has to be one person in this town that can help boost that NIL, can show the passion and dedication to the Sun Devils that Kenny just showed by remaining here. Activate the Valley. They activated the fan base. They've sold out games. They've turned ASU football into a talking point in this town where it hasn't been. But who will step up? Where is that next level of activating the Valley? Lots of rich people in this town. Men, women, lots of people that could write that check. Both ASU alum and non-ASU alum. I'm a wildcat, and I'm sitting here saying, hey, this is good for everybody. You get somebody to write that check, the arms race is on. Somebody in Tucson will do the same. Everybody benefits from it in college athletics here in the Valley and in the state of Arizona. It's a win-win. So who could be that? Kenny offered a couple suggestions when asked about it.
Yeah, I think the support is the proof's in the pudding. We sold out every game this year. That's unbelievable. I think we've got to continue to do that. Can we sell out every game, every season ticket earlier in this process, right? Can we get more local businesses involved? Can we get people who aren't involved, who maybe didn't go to Arizona State, or who did go to Arizona State and are far away? Can we get the Phil Mickelsons involved, right? Can we get these guys involved in our program, the John Rahms? Can we get people back involved in this program and get them involved in a level that everybody knows, man, these guys love Arizona State, and these guys are willing to sacrifice something for it.
I love the stance. I think it'd be great if Phil Mickelson, John Rahm spent some of that massive golf money that they've made. But I think he's missing one ASU alum who was far away for a very brief time and then came back and was a little less far away and came back again that might be able to help this. Merrill Kelly just inked a new deal. Merrill, why don't you step up to the plate? I know you love ASU. You were talking about how you were talking with Kenny's wife at your school where your kids went the other day about their situation. You know Kenny because you said you weren't going to call him in the midst of this, but you call him after you got the deal done. Well, guess what? Call him and maybe you can write that check. You got the money now, right? Why not use a slice of that to help out your old college team and help out the football program? I like that. I think Merrill could be that guy. There's plenty of business owners. We've seen big names that have come out of ASU and gone on to great success. I mean, Al Michaels has got plenty of money. Maybe Al can throw in a few dollars into this cause too. But I think there's one name that isn't tied directly to ASU. Not an ASU alum, new to the Valley, and a guy that could really help out because of pettiness. And sometimes the best financial donations and moves are driven by pettiness. So why not take advantage of it? There's one name and one name only that I think could move the needle, and it wouldn't even be pocket change for him. Matt Ishbia. Is there not anything that motivates a person more than sticking it to their rival? What would add extra salt to that wound for Michigan fans than if a Michigan State alum threw money at ASU and Dilly because of it? I think that would be hilarious if he became a benefactor of ASU. Now, I don't know what the rules are of a professional sports team owner offering money to a college university, but there's ways around every rule. We've seen that with the NCAA for how long? Like for decades, for as long as the NCAA has existed. If there's a rule, there's a way to break it without getting in trouble for it. I think it would be the ultimate final touch to the Michigan fans if the Michigan State alum with some of the most money possible helped ASU become a powerhouse because of just what he was able to do to Michigan. I'm petty, and I'm all right with pettiness sometimes like that. I think it's funny, and I kind of hope that if it's not Matt Ishbia, somebody steps up either out of the goodness of their heart, pettiness, whatever the case may be, to help ASU football. Because again, if ASU football is strong, it helps everybody university-wise and sports fan-wise in this state. It makes everything stronger. And Kenny Dillingham showed his commitment. Now hopefully somebody with deep pockets shows theirs. but maybe that's my Southwest bias. We welcome in the mustache behind the Mac, our resident Sun Devil, a man that was out there on Saturday doing the Lord's work, talking with Kenny. What are your thoughts on the new deal for Kenny, and can we get Petty to get some cash in here?
My thoughts on Kenny's statement is this is kind of what needs to happen now. Like, this is the state of college football. It says much more about college football than it says about anything else.
How do you make it happen, though? Like, is Kenny staying enough to convince somebody with those deep pockets to pony up that even though they haven't so far? I mean,
once you have this school has been this program has had this problem for as long as NIL has existed, and it has the largest alumni in the States, and nothing's happened. So this is kind of the only route you go. I think it is going to happen, because so you can ask for help and donations and whatever, but until there's a proven thing there, then there's no reason to give. And there really hasn't been a proven thing here. We came into this Michigan situation with the same idea, you, me, everyone here, that once they get out from the other side of this, it's going to make this program so much better because of the marketability. But not only the marketability, but the idea that you could lose him. And it's almost like you don't know what you got until it's gone without losing the thing. And so, I think this whole situation is going to help ASU loads.
I mean, I would hope they figure out how to leverage it. I mean, this university touts itself as number one in innovation. How innovative can you get with this? Why? Let's find maybe a hedge fund that wants to invest. Like, get real creative with it.
We're going down kind of a dark path right now.
Hey, that's the NCAA.
Well, no, not us. I'm saying college athletics right now, specifically college football, with the venture-backed programs and the deal that they have with these big firms, and it's just not. This started with. I mean, it started with NIL in general, which again, it was a good thing. We all know that the players should get paid for their likeness when the school is making millions off of them. But it also started, the idea where this started getting scary was with realignment, because that became evident that this was no longer being done for the schools and the traditions, and it was all about money. You can't tell me that Rutgers playing Oregon is tradition. It's actually very untraditional.
It's insanity.
It's
is what
stupid,
it is.
and it happens every single year now in football. These type of things suck the life out of what I enjoyed with college football, with the traditions, and I know it's a completely different world, and you're never getting back to what it was, but it's really unfortunate that you're no longer playing for the crest. You're no longer playing for, I mean, players are, but that's not the main motive when it comes to programs now.
Yeah, a Z-Man in chat says it's winnable. The Big 12 is there for the taking every year. That means a natty is there to be Liam Neeson each year. I'm using Liam Neeson from now on, Z-Man. I'm taking that. No pun intended there.
Wow.
I'm Liam Neeson it, as a matter of fact. I love that. But, Shane, I had somebody suggest something. And when you played NCAA football back in the day, or college football, EA college football now, did you ever take one of the lowly programs and try to build it into a powerhouse? Right? That's a natural thing in those games. I forget who tweeted it at me, so my apologies, but this guy suggested there's going to be a rich person that goes and takes one of those teams and uses NIL to do exactly what we do in college, in those college football video games. And I'm all for it. If I win the Powerball, I'll donate a little to U of A, I'll donate a little to ASU, and then I'm going to go take Troy or Buffalo, and I'm going to turn them into a college football powerhouse by just pouring ridiculous amounts of money into it, just for the hell of it, just to show how stupid this entire thing is.
Yeah. We saw it a little bit this year with Texas Tech, and Texas Tech is obviously nothing close to what you're talking about. But Texas Tech is a football program that's been middling for a very long time. They spent I don't forget the exact number, Chad, you can correct me, third or fourth most on the roster, maybe second most on the roster this year in terms of dollars spent on actual transfers and what have you. It worked. It clearly worked. And at the start of this year, I was saying it's not gonna. I was very, very opposed to it because the power of friendship trumps all, and you can't just put money at players and put a bunch of players on the same team and say you're good, you're good, you're good. This is gonna all work. But apparently you can, and that kind of freaks me out now.
Well, we've finally created minor league football. They should just move it to the spring. We'll finally have a spring football league that works. Ron says, so I'm supposed to believe that hellholes like, this is his words, not mine, like Louisiana and Alabama have more money than ASU and U of A? I mean, I guess they got less stuff to buy with their money.
No, here it is. Here it is. The people that have money care about football more than real things.
I mean, that's true.
In those states and those universities, and rightfully so sometimes, especially with schools like Alabama. Like that, the brand of football has brought in so much money for that campus. And you look at, I mean, it's a very historical campus. So I'm not saying the football program has made the academic buildings what they are, but it has helped them a ton. You see the payoff, and I think Michael Crow is starting to see that a little bit. But to go back to the original point, there's such a we're in such a weird area, and we knew we were entering a weird area 5 years ago when all of this started. I just don't know how it's going to change, and until it does, stop clowning Kenny Dillingham for asking for $20 million. What's so funny about that is, I'm going to tweet this out today. There's a clip. I don't know. It might even be in that same bite where people are making fun of him for saying there can't be somebody that can stroke a check for $20 million here. He says, I know people are gonna take this out of context and clown on me saying I'm begging for money, but that's just kind of where we are now.
That is college football.
So if it's like the human resources meme where somebody asks for money or somebody says something and it's like, oh, you're so sweet, and then somebody says another thing, it's like, hello, HR. That's what this situation is. If you were to look at this situation and hear Kenny Dillingham saying we need $20 million in public, it's like, oh my God, he's begging. But if his mission statement was, I'm fundraising $20 million for this football program, I'm on the case right now, nobody would bat an eye. That's the exact same thing he's doing.
Is it begging or was it a wink wink? I mean, like, Kenny tends to...
He's not begging.
He's not begging. Like, I do think, though, college football has turned these public universities into NPR and PBS with their telethons now. You're going to get a special tote with ASU's football logo on it if you donate $20 million now. Like, it is a special telethon that you have to do now. Here's a name that I did not know is an ASU alum, but probably has some deep pockets and may be able to actually redo ASU's uniforms as well. Kate Spade, fashion designer, was not aware. I mean, maybe Kate can kick in.
Maybe Kate's a huge football fan. Maybe she's a gridiron gal.
Could you imagine her redoing the football helmets? Part of that $20 million is she gets to redo a little thing.
Put the Spade logo on it.
Yeah, I mean Jimmy Kimmel as well.
Oh yeah.
Also. So maybe
dude,
it's
Kenny should that would be a great collab right there. Those two together,
Kenny and Jimmy, that'd be funny. The CEO of U-Haul could also pitch in. There's all sorts of rich people that could pitch in. I mean, but
it doesn't even have to. As Kenny said, it doesn't even have to be anybody that went to the school. Like, it's just this area.
I love it. Let's just, anybody that has money, call Kenny Dillingham now, all right?
It's not like Kenny's going door to door.
No.
That's what people are acting like is happening.
Well, why not dip into the owner of PGX there that used to own GoDaddy? Like, he's filthy, stinking rich.
And you know what I'm going to say? You know what I'll say, Espo? No one's going to give a shit once this works.
No.
Everyone's gonna be like, well, you know what? That was genius. Somebody's going to pony up. There's gonna be a big story about somebody donating a bunch of money to this football program. They're gonna go buy like 5 players in the transfer portal with that money. And we're going to look back at this quote and be like, that right there won ASU the Big 12 championship in 2026.
You go get a great quarterback because you get some of this money, and all of a sudden you're back in every discussion for next year. Yeah, nobody's going to care about asking for the money. I just like that he was upfront about it. It's not the, yeah, our program needs your help. No, it's, hey, this is what we need. Go make it happen. I appreciate it. Ron says Barry Bonds. I don't think Barry's parting with any of his money, especially not for ASU.
Speaking of quarterback for ASU, those who are diehards know who the expected quarterback for next year is going to be, and it's not somebody on the roster. I don't even think they're in the portal yet.
Jake Plummer has some eligibility left. No. Rudy Carpenter, friend of the program, some eligibility left. No. All right. Big thanks to all the bias in the chat. Hit that like button. Become a member of the Supporters Club today by hitting that join button, getting some of those fire emojis and other ways. Yes, I know. Kate Spade. I meant the estate of Kate Spade. I know she passed away at the individual, but the estate.
I did not know that.
The state.
I did not know that.
You did not know that? Yeah, the estate. So, yeah, let's make it happen. Hit that like button, and we're going to be back on the other side. We're going to open the Advent calendar and have a little fun right after this. Accidents are difficult. No matter what happens, it's about who you choose to represent you if you've had a serious injury after your accident. I can tell you from experience, if you don't choose the right lawyer, it's not going to go well for you. And that's why you got to choose the husband and wife law team, because Mark and Alexis Breyer care about you and the outcome of your case. I could not reach my lawyer through what was about a 3-year process. It was next to impossible. They guarantee that you're going to be able to talk to your lawyer. Plus, they are specialists when it comes to serious injuries and accident law. That's what they do. And so much so that they are actually certified in it. So you're going to want to work with the husband and wife law team. If you've had a serious injury, call the husband and wife law team first at 602-783-8841 or visit their website at the link in our show notes and tell them PHNX sent you, because it's going to be the most important decision you make right after an accident. Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you at Gila River Resorts and Casinos. And what does that mean, right? Everybody has a marketing slogan, but you do you means you can go out and have the most fun you are legally allowed to in Arizona and really in all of the Western United States. Yeah, I'm including that place that they refer to as Sin City as well. 4 Valley locations that you can go to, but my favorite is Wild Horse Pass. It's where we do all of our live events out there, and it's amazing. They've got 4,500 live table games and slots, the best sports book you're going to find anywhere, and amazing dining. You want casual? They got it. You want high class? They got it. You want a place to actually spend the weekend with your family? Go have a staycation? They got it as well. That is the beauty of Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you at Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Visit playathila.com. All right, Shane. It's time to dip into one of our final editions of the Advent calendar. What do you got for me today?
This is our second to last one, Espo. Are you sad?
I always, when things come to an end, I shed a tear for it.
Okay. We're going to do a blind ranking. Give you 5 things.
Okay.
You know how this works. We've done it before. They're all obviously going to be affiliated with the holiday season.
So we're ranking famous blind people. Is that what we're doing here?
Yes.
Andre Bocelli 1. Stevie Wonder has to go 5.
That's
no, that's not what we're doing.
No, what we're doing is blind ranking holiday adjacent things.
Oh God.
First one, snowmen. Where are you putting snowmen at, Espo?
Do I want to build a snowman? The answer is no. It's too freaking cold in the snow to do that. I'm going to say 3. I think 3 is a safe place for a snowman. It brings joy to children, but it's also something that I'm well aware is fleeting and melts and can be quite disturbing if you're a child that has to watch your friend that you've built melt. And have you seen the animatronic snowman Olaf? that they're testing at Disney's Disney Worlds and Lands in Europe right now. Completely autonomous, goes around the park. You can pull its nose off. It is terrifying. So that made me drop snowmen a little bit on my list.
Okay. How about hot chocolate?
Oh, that's a 1.
Wow.
And potentially deadly for me now as well.
Hot
as
chocolate's a 1?
Yes. When you think holiday season, hot chocolate's right up at the top.
No, it's not.
If it's cold out, it helps you warm up. It's basically chocolate, liquid chocolate in a cup. What kid doesn't like that, and what adult shouldn't enjoy that? Plus, you can put marshmallows in it. Like it's everything that you want. You can put a candy cane in it if you want to get really sassy with it. It's everything that you want in a holiday season drink. Screw eggnog. It's hot chocolate's where it's at.
Wow.
Put a little alcohol in it.
That's what I was going to say. The only thing that it doesn't have is usually alcohol. I've never had alcoholic chocolate milk or hot chocolate.
Let me be clear. Anything can be an alcoholic drink if you put alcohol in it.
What are you putting in that?
I don't know. You could put a little Baileys in it. Why wouldn't you go a little Baileys?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah. What about this one? Scents. The scents around the holiday season.
Oh, it's a 5.
Wow.
There's too many that can be gross.
Like what?
Pine. The scent of pine is disgusting. Especially if you're allergic to true pine, like actual Christmas trees, which I am. No, the scents of the holiday. I mean, yeah, you've got your cookies baking. That's a great one. Then you got that. You got the pine tree scent, which is there's not. I don't like a fireplace. It just burning. Like burning is just gross. Mm-hmm. Like just not a good smell. There's just so many holiday smells that I can't get behind. I just can't.
Endless Christmas music everywhere.
I'll give it a 4. I know this is dangerous because you could go and really put me in a bad spot here with what you're going to give me next. But if they didn't start it in like August, it'd be fine. And my daughter has an obsession with playing the same song or same handful of songs over and over and over again when I drive her to school. And I love them to start, and then I am going insane by the time we get to Christmas break from driving her to school. So endless Christmas music has to be a 4, and I'm terrified for what 2 is. I'm sure you pivoted here just to make this horrible. So
yeah. I'm a big fan of the Christmas music.
Endless though?
Well, it depends. I mean, it depends on when it starts. So
speaking of Christmas music, did you watch Saturday Night Live at all?
Yeah.
The
shot at ASU?
No. Well, that was funny too. Yeah. I almost pulled that clip for today. But the Ariana Grande Mariah Carey spoof at the beginning, her monologue was the song spoof. That could become a holiday classic for me as well.
That was good. That was good.
Killimus, look, man, it's called a blind rank. Like, I don't know what's coming.
This list is about to get a lot worse, Espo. You know what number 2 for you is going to be?
What's number 2?
World War I.
Oh, come on.
I'm just kidding. It's the Christmas truce of World War
I. Who doesn't want peace? World peace.
I'm joking. Your last one's ice skating.
I actually would put that up there.
You would?
I do. I enjoy ice skating. My daughter loves it. My wife loves it. It's fun. If it's 80 degrees at Christmas, like it's been out here, it's a nice way to cool off. The only thing I don't like about it is I'm not effective at stopping when I'm skating. Not really good at that. Kind of suck at it if I have to hockey stop. But other than that, it's a nice treat out here in Arizona because, it's not something that gets boring because you do it all the time. You're not doing it outside in Arizona. You got to go to an ice rink. There's something nice about that. And supporting ice rinks and hockey and figure skaters out here in the Valley is something I enjoy. So I am perfectly fine with this list. I don't care what anybody wants to say. It's not an L list, Killimus Rex. Come on. Find your holiday spirit. Drop the bah humbug and find something inside you that matters a little bit more than the anger that you hold on to. Be a little bit more like Deborah, who brings the sunshine, or Shane, who literally brings the sunshine on this program, all right? And hot chocolate is a number 1 on any board.
No, it's not.
It is.
Okay.
And as Deborah says, yes, bring back hockey. That's another edition of Southwest Bias in the books. We got one more before Christmas tomorrow. Then we'll be back on Friday for another one. Kilmistrick says, and my anger is all I have. Oh, well, somebody should give you a hug for Christmas. It just ain't going to be me. You can follow the mustache behind the Mac, Shane Diefenbach, at Shane Dief. He's bringing all the gifts you need this holiday season. You follow the show at PHNX_sports. You can follow me at Espo. And remember, hot chocolate kicks ass. And if you want a cup for $20 million, Kenny Dillingham's got one for you. Ahoy, hoy.
We all silly like the mayor.